Exception handling. What is an exception? I would define an exception as any deviation from normal course of events. We come across exceptions in our daily life. For example, I normally go to office at 9 o'clock, but on a rainy day. That's an exception. Exception in Java can be handled, and this framework gives you the flexibility to log the exception messages for further investigations. Errors. An error is an unforeseen situation that occurs during program execution, which makes further execution impossible. Now the question is, what to do when an error occurs? How is the error handled? Who handles the error? Can the program recover from that error? The answer to these questions is Java Exception Framework. Java uses exceptions to provide the error handling capabilities. Exceptions. An exception is an event which occurs during the execution of a program that disrupts the normal flow of program's instructions. When an error occurs, the exception is thrown. When a handler is triggered and takes care of the error, the exception is caught. We will soon see exception handling in action. Exceptions in Java are of two types: compiler-forced exceptions or checked exceptions. For this type of an exception, the compiler throws a compile time error, notifying the programmer to handle the exception. Runtime exceptions or unchecked exceptions. The compiler does not throw an error for such type of exception. The JVM knows how to handle such type of exceptions. However, the programmer may choose to handle the unchecked exceptions if he wishes so. Here is the Java exception class hierarchy. Throwable is the base class of all Java exceptions. The class throwable is extended by exception and error. Further, class exception is extended by runtime exception, from where the hierarchy of unchecked exceptions begin. All classes extending the exception class are checked exceptions. Here is a simple example to check what a runtime error is. In this example, I am dividing a number 27 by d, whose value is 0. Once the JVM executes this statement, it throws an error as you see in the output. It says that there was an arithmetic exception divide by 0 at class exceptiondemo.main method in file exceptiondemo.java line number 4.